Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Papa One's Cracking It's D. Boss reacts to this Armand Wiggins vid. It's titled Keke Palmer Pulls Jonathan Majors Interview to Protect Her Fake Good Girl Image. Oop, oop. Sounds like he don't really care for her. Let's hear what he has to say. Let's watch.
All right, what's poppin', everybody? It's your boy Armand, and we're back with another video. Get in here. We got to talk about one of my least favorite celebrities. Y'all know Keke Palmer was under fire because she had an interview with Jonathan Majors, and people were feeling like, well, why would you interview him? He's an abuser, this, that, and the third. You should have never interviewed him on your platform. So she got dragged for the interview.
I didn't even know there was
and never released the interview. All right, so let's get into the article. Keke Palmer is no longer airing an interview with convicted abuser Jonathan Majors on her podcast. Since last week, Baby This is Keke Palmer had been teasing an episode titled No Easy Answers, Accountability and Moving Forward with Jonathan Majors. Set for April 8th, the episode was available early to Wondery subscribers, but then disappeared from Palmer's feed before it premiered yesterday after fans criticized Palmer for helping rehabilitate Majors' image. It has been replaced by an interview with rapper Cash Doll with no acknowledgement from Palmer or production company, Wondery. Majors has been doing some of his first interviews since December 2023, conviction on misdemeanors and harassment to promote his new film, Magazine Dreams, while his conviction stemmed from March 23rd incident with his ex, Grace Jabari. Multiple other exes have accused him of abuse, okay? We're living in a time where we want real accountability, especially for things men have gotten away with for too long, the description of Palmer's deleted episode read. At the same time, finding forgiveness feels harder than ever, and we're still figuring out what true accountability even looks like. Palmer promoted the episode with a clip of her playing This or That with Majors, in which they bonded over their obsession with
So she let the internet bully her.
And Majors said he'd rather star in a rom-com with his wife Megan Good than buddy cop movie with his friend Michael B. Jordan. Okay? So people were feeling some type of way about that. Why would she interview him? Why would she sit with him? Why would she revive his career? So she ultimately pulled the episode. I think she should have still did the interview. But the reason why she didn't... See, here's the thing about Keke Palmer. She's messy. She's messy, and she wanted those numbers. She wanted the clicks, but she couldn't deal with the fire that came with it. And that's why I don't really get into Keke Palmer, because she's phony as hell. You get what I'm saying? Like, I get it if, you know, it's not good for your image, it's not good for your brand, and, you know, you're Keke Palmer, you're the black, you know,
she shouldn't did it in the first
people's
place,
princess. But that's not really who she is. She's the girl that wanted to interview Jonathan Majors. She is messy. She wanted the clickbait. She wanted the drama. She wanted the tea. She wanted that image on her platform. So, you know, I think that at some point we need to understand that Keke Palmer is not just all this clean cut of a girl. She's messy. Never forget, she's the same woman that lied on Darius and said that he was abusing her. Offered to us to find out that...
Listen, I already gave my opinion on Keke and the whole situation. I definitely wasn't fond of how that whole situation went down either.
He wasn't really hitting her. She lied about that, said that she had images of the man hitting her, put a fake still shot out.
Wait, it was the See, I don't remember the details. Listen, I'll be very passionate about a lot of these topics. I will say everything that I have to say, but I promise you I'll move on about my business, and I don't think about this shit at all. So I don't remember the details exactly. I didn't know that the image ended up coming out as fake. Did I talk about that? I just know that I was like, oh, she ain't shit. I do remember having that sentiment, but I don't remember exactly what the details were at all.
Went to court and settled in court privately, all to get back with the guy. Also, for these text messages that got revealed that she was the one getting drunk and hitting on him.
Oh, see, I don't remember that either.
So you guys really need to stop holding Keke Palmer to the standard of her just being this goody-goody two-shoes when her and her mama is messy as hell.
See, I have never viewed her that way, but I do think that the internet does love her. I do see a lot of positivity surrounding her. As far as the fans go, like they are very positive in their response to her, in spite of everything that has happened. But I have never viewed her as this good girl at all.
That's number one. But number two, I think, girl, if you're going to get into a media space and you're going to do interviews, at some point you just need to say, you know what, quiet out all the noise. I'm going to do the interview. I'm going to do the sit down, and I want to interview Jonathan Majors, and I want to get to the bottom of this because I don't think what he did was that bad, or maybe I want to give him an opportunity to tell his side of the story, you know? And I think for Jonathan Majors...
But no, he did come out and say that, or he admitted that he put his hands on her. He admitted something. I reacted to something about that too. Again, I don't remember the details. He admitted that he hit her, or I forgot.
I get it. I get why people are upset. It's a sensitive subject.
I'm pretty sure he admitted it.
If he was going to go there and take accountability, apologize, why should people have to live in their past? He's got the conviction. You know what I'm saying? It happened. But should the man never be able to live or speak again? I mean, I'm just at a point where I've been there. I've been through things in my life. Have I ever had like domestic situations where, you know, I've been convicted of things like that? No, but I've been to jail before for stealing, fraud, all kinds of stuff. And it's been held against me. And it's like, I'm not that person anymore. I've done.
Not for stealing and fraud, child. I mean, anyway. But anyway.
That was my past.
I've never done. Yeah, I'm not implying that I've done that because I've never done that. But I just need to shut up when I be trying to share too much of my business. So that's why I'm stopping. But if you're wondering, I've never stole or there's never been any fraud whatsoever. That wasn't related to my... Anyway.
Please let me move on. Why shouldn't I be able to say, listen, I apologize? You know, and not for nothing, I've also gotten into fights in my relationships too. And I think a lot of us have, you know. So why can't a person change? You know, why can't they have a platform and say, you know what? This was wrong. I paid my debt to society. I went to court. I went through the legal system. My bad. I mean, we look at what happened with Chris Brown. I mean, and now we're welcoming Chris Brown. I mean, it's been years, but at this point, people are forgetting that.
People are still willing
to forgive R. Kelly. So at
what?
Some point,
who?
Why can't the man do an interview?
Who is trying to forgive R. Kelly?
To revive what little is left of his career. You get what I'm saying? My thing is, he'll never be what he was supposed to be or what he was leaning towards or where he was projected to be. Just because that stain will forever supersede any talent.
Well, he should have put his hands on that woman because I also was on his side when I saw the video of him running away from the white lady. I was like, oh, this is fucked up because he's trying to get away from her and she's the aggressor. But then it came out that it was a voicemail or something where he admitted, or text message or something, he admitted to putting his hands on her or he admitted to doing something. That's when I was like, nah, you want some bullshit. So listen, hey, some things are so heinous, they do follow you for the rest of your life. And that's just that on that. That's why you have to be very careful with how you move. And you have to understand your decisions can have serious consequences. So, I mean, that's just life. Sorry.
That he has, or anything that he has working in Hollywood.
Like, that's a big thing to be putting your big ass. This is a big nigga, okay? I seen Creed 3, okay? His muscles got muscles, all right? So, for you to put your hands on a woman, like, that's wild. That's horrible.
With Zeus. You get what I'm saying? So, the Hollywood doors, for the most part, are shut. But at the same time, so Hollywood. It'll never happen. I think he just did a movie with Zeus.
Oh, not Zeus, child. Now he over there with the baddies. Speaking of, I just reacted to Baddies over on my Patreon, by the way. Go check it out. And I'm going to be reacting to Baddies Africa. So y'all go tune in. Okay, more updates on that when that drops. But anyway, because I saw something about that dropping this weekend. Y'all let me know if that is true. I don't know if they're going to change the date or not. But keep me updated on when Baddies Africa drops, because I'm going to tune in. I got to see what they doing in Africa. I got to see this so I can talk shit. But not him over there with the baddies.
You get what I'm saying?
Oh, so, Zeus child. Ooh, he fell from
the
grace.
Hollywood doors, for the most part,
Marvel the baddies.
But at the same time,
nigga baddies.
Can we not allow the man to at least try to grow and be a better person? I don't know. That's all I'm saying. Are people just never allowed to grow? Are people never allowed to redeem themselves. I don't think that that's fair. And Keke, I think that was a cowardice move for you to pull the interview when you know deep down you wanted the interview. You knew deep down what the interview would look like. You knew it would cause conversation. You just couldn't handle the backlash because Keke Palmer is fake as hell and phony as hell. So she'll never stand on anything because her image is worth everything to the point where she will even lie and hide her messy hand because she has to remain like
not her messy hand.
She was a good girl when in all actuality, that's not who even she is. She know good and darn well she wish she could do that interview. She wish she could put that out. And she don't feel that bad about what happened with that girl or any of his convictions in regards to that abuse situation. She don't care. She wanted to have him on there because it would have been a good interview. It would have got a lot of views, good clickbait for her, and messy. Okay? People would have been talking about it. It would have went viral, but not the viral. But see, she didn't want it to go this type of viral because the pressure got put on her. And when we know about Keke, when it gets put on her, she would throw anybody under the bus or pull the interview because, hey, I'm messy, but I can't be looked at as too messy. I would rather you look messy and me look like the good girl. So if I start to get too muddy in the waters, then I'm going to pull the interview. So I'm not a Keke Palmer fan at all because it's like, girl, you knew what you was getting into when you called this man in here. Don't waste the man's time. Don't waste the man's time. Let him feel like, you know what? He's going to be able to sit on the platform.
I agree with that 1,000% though. You knew that people would feel some type of way because his image is not squeaky. I can't talk. His image is not squeaky clean, obviously, as of now, okay? You know that people are calling him an abuser and all these things. So why would you even agree to do the interview just to take it down because you got the backlash you knew you would get? You knew people would have something to say, and especially considering that you dealt with your own domestic violence situation. So I'm sure people were like, oh, why are you supporting this abuser? Didn't you have your own situation going on? Like, so it's like you already knew that would take place. So why would you do it in the first place? You are wasting his time. And then you're going to let them bully you into removing it or not putting it out at all. Like, that is very cowardly. Like, if you're going to do something, then stand on it and be like, hey, this is what it is. And take the temporary backlash and keep it pushing. But to waste that man's time is crazy. It's hard to get out. I don't know why.
Revered star with a person who can get away with murder. Okay, literally, get away with anything. Lie on people.
Murder.
Have her mama call people names, make up crap on people.
Literally.
And people are still going to love her and adore her. So, of course, he's going to be excited to sit with you and interview with you because, girl, you can do anything and get away with it.
Excuse me.
And then the pressure got too hot and now you want to pull back. Don't waste my time because you knew why you had me sit up here. So if I was him, I'd be over her because it's like, girl, you knew what it was going to give. But Keke, you want to be a part of new media. You want to be a part of, podcasting and things like that. Well, then, girl, this is a part of it. Sometimes the water gets a little muddy. Sometimes you get dragged. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You knew what you were doing. You wanted a messy show. You wanted a clickbait show. This is what I don't like about these celebrities and these people that try to get behind the microphones now. They always try to act like, the YouTubers and the TikTokers and the people that are not famous that are doing this. They try to act it seem like we're always the messy ones or we're always looking for the clickbait titles and the clickbait interviews. But these people are hella messy. And they actually have the access to these things. They have the contact numbers, the friends, and they have the notoriety where the people will come and sit on their platforms. And they're just as messy as any of us. They are just as messy, if not messier. Okay? But it got too hot for her. And so, just like Keke does, she chose herself, baby.
Oop. Yeah, he does not like her, child. He went in. But I do agree. I mean, I don't have any animosity towards Keke. I don't like or dislike her. I have called her out in the past, but I'm just like, whatever about her. But yeah, this is very cowardly. And here's the thing. When you are, being this podcaster or you're on a platform and you're speaking, a lot, giving your opinions on a lot of different things, like, people are going to be upset by things that you say and do. You cannot please everybody. It is what it is. That's why I just sit up here. I say what the fuck I want, and people who gonna be mad about it, you can be mad. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna stand on it because you can't please everybody. So what's the point in trying to tiptoe around things and try to, have this certain fake image? Just be yourself. Be yourself. Be authentic. And if that included you wanting to sit down with this man, then that's something that you wanted to do, clearly. So put it out. and stand in that and get dragged for the moment. Like, people will talk shit, but they forget very quickly because it's not that deep. Like, nobody's about to cancel you forever for this. Like, you ain't do the shit, he did it. So just put the interview out. So I think that is really fucked up for her to be like, well, they don't like you, so all right, I'm not gonna put it out. Like, that's real lame, and that is cowardly. So I do agree with him on that note. But you know, it is what it is. He does have to face the consequences of his actions, and people are gonna, you know, turn their backs on him, you know, because they don't want to be associated with him. They're like, I don't want that on me. Like, that's your bullshit, and people mad at you. I don't want them mad at me too. So he does have to deal with that. But going back to Keke, it's like, okay, but you already knew that going into this. It's not like, oh, this is a surprise. This all just came out. You already knew that people don't fuck with him like that because of what he did. So it's like, why even do it in the first place? That don't make no damn sense. But sure, this is his thoughts on Keke. Y'all let me know what y'all think, though, and I'll see y'all the next time. Bye.